And the Pioneer Memorial Museum we did.
You reckon he dressed as a devil? I ran into him. Oh yeah, he was something to behold. And do you remember seeing Wanda Barzee and they were always downtown. They always had a robe over their arm like this, and he'd walk around like this. And my boss said to him one day, "What do you desire?" And he says, "Whatever your heart desires." And I looked at him, he says, "My heart desires you get nothing."
When we'd walk and go over to CC
Yeah.
they were usually down there at the end of the walk.
They rolled my dice.
Sometimes. But they were down there, and so we just learned to walk just right past them.
Oh yeah, we didn't talk.
And supposedly some of these people, if the truth were known, they were not homeless. They got more money from acting like they were homeless.
Begging.
Oh yeah.
Well, all those people that sat in front of CCMI begging were not poor.
But
They were more wealthy than you and I.
Oh yeah.
You see, even nowadays, still the people who have a van and park
yeah.
up the road and then come out and have a walker or something, and then sit there, and then go back into their nice car. Like, how did you? But there are definitely people who are, and it's really sad.
It is. It's sad that the ones that are homeless have those that are competing against.
It's sad when you knew them before they got into whatever had caused them to lose everything. Like a friend of mine, I grew up with him, and he's the older brother. He served in the military. He was in the military band, got a scholarship, played excellent clarinet and drums and percussion. And he got into drugs. And now he walks the street. He walks this one street, and my mom and I, whenever we see him, we try and give him something. But if he sees my mom, sometimes because he sees her and he knows her. He says, "Sister Dario." Sometimes he's happy about it, sometimes he doesn't want to see her. "I don't want to see you, I
I
don't want
wouldn't
to
want to see either.
see you." Yeah.
The couple up the street had an only child, and she did not lack the money. But she went down to lived under the viaduct. But today she's a registered nurse. Brought herself out.
Yeah. I just hate it.
And beg her to come out.
I just hate it how there's so much corruption with these people profiting off. It's a huge business,
Oh yeah.
and these people are like addicted and struggling, and yet
They're
it's just they
addicted,
don't
yeah.
care.
But they're smart enough to know they need to get a tent to live in, and get the stuff they need to live that. Just they don't have enough to call themselves a company.
But I blame Erin Mendenhall for the way she took away so many apartments for the homeless. I'm not saying she's not a good mayor, and I'm not saying I wouldn't have voted for her the second time. But when they closed Union Pacific and they opened the centers that they did, they cut out 80 beds. No, you don't do that. You add 80 beds. Because there's the men's homeless center there on 33rd South and down by the jail, Metropolitan Jail. And I've been down there numerous times. And there's a family center in the jail. And I go there. I went there. I don't anymore because I don't have a home. And then there's one in Sugar House, but I don't know anything about it.
Well, have you heard about Sugar House, that they want to raise the height of buildings in Sugar House?
No, I know nothing about Sugar House.
Oh, okay. Because of the fire, that building they're still working on, but they want to put in some more apartments, and they want to raise the height of the building to hold the apartments higher. I think he said it was 200 feet is current, and they want to raise it to 300 feet.
Wow.
So it's being, don't go down.
Is that right downtown
You don't want to go
on
down
11th
to Sugar House
Street?
proper. Well, that's a nightmare.
Well, they understand to them up in 21st South, that they kind of put a divider down the middle. So you only have one lane on this side and one lane on this side.
Oh, really?
I think. I have not been
So
down.
is this, no, the Sizzler's not there. The Sizzler's closed a long time ago.
What's that?
Sizzler's, the
Oh, it's
steak
on,
place.
on 21st and 13th.
Oh, yeah, I don't know anything about that either.
I don't know what, do you know what they're putting?
And then there was,
Louise's Pizza or something. There's a pizza
Lisa's Pizza was on 7th East and
Yeah.
4th South.
just by Hires.
Yeah, hires.
Yes, they owned the same,
Yes,
the same guy owned both of them.
right.
And when they lived in the Bonneville State with
But
us.
don't they, isn't that still there? Or I don't know, I don't watch that Sugar House.
Is what still there?
The pizza place.
Yes. It was there 6 months ago, was the last time I was there, so.
Good.
Did you ever go to Millie Burgers?
Oh, yeah.
It's still going.
Is it still there?
They are still there.
Where's it at?
Wow.
It's on 21st South.
Millie's Burger.
Between 11th and 10th, or what time?
No, I would say 10th and
10th and 9th, 10th and 11th.
I've never been there, so I can't help you.
I'm trying to,
okay. Here's 11th,
it's on the north side of the street.
right?
It's on the
Well-
northwest side of the street.
Wells Fargo is on there on the corner of 11th and 21st. And that's the building they want to destroy
Really?
and make it go up to 300 feet if the thing gets, I know, it's weird. Okay, so there's Wells Fargo. There's some costume places. Maybe it is here. And it is on the
Tell us
north.
what they have for dinner.
Kid chicken,
Chicken?
fried chicken.
You hear that? For lunch is what?
Oh, traditional, I'll get it out yet. Fried chicken with mashed potatoes. Not
smashed.
Not smashed. Green beans. Here's the one.
Prune cake.
Excuse me, I hate prunes.
I
Oh.
do too.
I don't think lots of fruit or something.
Well, I don't need any help with prunes right now.
No. Been there, done that.
That's why I'm getting rid of the hot chocolate.
Hot chocolate does that too.
Me too. That's why I said no more hot chocolate. And they had very good hot chocolate too.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's good hot chocolate.
How was your dressing for your salad?
It was very good.
And then after,
Tasted like
when I
Russian.
went back to work,
Russian
when they allowed
dressing.
adopted mothers to
So-
go back to work, My youngest was 7 when I went
Not
back
as
to
much
work.
Italian.
And I went back to work for
Tastes
Tracy
like Russian.
Collins.
It was good. Which I like Russian.
When I
Now,
started,
what did you say?
I went back to work for Tracy Collins in 69.
when I applied at the church, and I had a little pole getting in.
Well, didn't your dad work for
Yes.
Hotel Utah?
Yes. And that was part of the church.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And so I worked for Dally's Big and Tall on Main Street, a kind of kitty corner across from, it was down from Walker Bank, down on the west side. And I was to do their accounting. Well, that's fine. But there was also involved sales work, which I was not really into, so it didn't last long. But at that time, my dad says, why don't you go see if you can get on at the church. So I also, that same day, interviewed for a financial corporation. And so I thought, okay, so here comes Wilma.
Oh, I knew she'd be back before we'd get through.
Well, but she won't be. I'm sure she's eating.
I bet she has it. Well, we'll put a plate in here.
We'll move around a little
Sit there
closer.
with Mary Ann.
Have you eaten?
Did she answer
No,
you?
she hasn't. They never feed her. No, have you not eaten? Well, we'll put a place in here if you want.
Okay. Wilma, Mary Ann's table is empty. The next table down from us. Space there.
There's spaces.
There's Mary Ann is sitting at the table that has spaces.
And that Vernal lady sitting with her. I don't know the lady's name, so I call her the Vernal lady.
Diane.
Oh yeah, that's it. Well, do you know what got me into the church, working for the church? I went up to applied at business college with Lynn Espana.
Yes.
Well, he took a liking to me.
Now, who was this?
Lynn Espana, he was president of the
Board
LDS
of
Business.
Education.
No, he was he was the president of the LDS Business College.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, so I took the test, and the test I passed everything, but I failed this one group.
Hi, ladies.
Hello.
So today it's fried chicken with mashed potatoes and green beans, country fried steak with mashed potatoes and green beans. The healthy choice is a caprese wrap with lettuce, tomato, mozzarella cheese, or a turkey sandwich.
Now I have a question. Is the fried chicken white meat, or is it going to be legging with the thigh?
It's kind of a mixture. Do you want me to ask her for white meat?
Yes, please.
Okay,
Because I don't eat legs and thighs.
got it.
I love
Yeah.
And you love legs and
Are we
thighs. Do you
gonna
want
have
that with
legs?
legs and thighs?
Yes.
And I'm the opposite. Are we gonna have like?
Extra gravy.
Extra gravy,
I'll
okay?
take extra gravy too.
Okay.
What is number 1?
Chicken.
Fried chicken.
And the other one was.
Chicken fried steak. I know, it's confusing.
No,
You wanna
wait,
do the
wait,
fried
wait.
chicken?
Fried steak.
Or fried chicken.
Can you remember we just had chicken fried steak?
Do you want to do the fried chicken?
Yeah.
Okay. And for you, ma'am?
I'll have the fried chicken with
Okay.
legs
and
and
thighs, white meat. Do you have a preference?
kind of meat.
No, I don't care. I like both.
Okay.
But I think I want only a half order.
Oh, then you'll only get a leg.
Okay, then I'll eat what I can eat.
Okay.
That's
Fried
right.
chicken.
Yes. Yeah, and extra gravy on yours.
Extra gravy on mine too.
And extra gravy.
That's why I have to keep her in line, because I'll say, this is what you'll get if you have a full load. And or I'll say, no, you don't want that, you won't like it.
It's good to look out for each other.
I do
Oh,
look
yeah.
out for her, ask her.
That was the thing. Okay, so you passed all your tests.
Except fractions. Except the easiest part of the whole test. And then he arranged for a lady to find me an apartment. And I got on with the Sunday school department. And I was typing lesson manuals for the
Kids.
Aldous, Clarabelle Aldous, and Mrs. Sperry. But anyway, that's what I done. Then I graduated from business college. Still worked for the church, same department, and I moved into a secretarial position. And then I became the secretary for Richard S. Follen and George R. Hill, who were over the Sunday school.
I remember Hill was over Sundays.
Yeah, he was the superintendent. I typed his many lessons, his letters to his daughter on his letterhead. And they were not personal at all. They were very businesslike. And I'd take them down to him and he'd sign them. He didn't sign them, Dad. He signed them, George. Put them in an envelope, mailed them.
Wow.
And we had Coke in the building.
Oh.
We had Coke.
In the high rise.
No, you gotta remember, I wasn't in the high rise. I wasn't working in the high rise. I was working,
Sunday school. You were in one.
I still was in that, we were still right here, where the business college was here.
Oh, okay.
Can you? And
Yeah,
then,
some of the buildings, they had outlying buildings. And then when they built the high rise, they
Then
dropped
yeah.
all of those. Well, they kept,
Oh.
well, they kept the Relief Society going.
yes, they kept that.
Did you remember when the presidents, the mission presidents kicked in the rise?
Oh, yes.
And that lady dressed in her sleeveless gown, and everybody trailed over to look at this woman in this fancy little dress. She didn't look like a mission president.
Well, and when the mission presidents came in, we got to see them. We got to see them because we were in charge of getting signature cards.
I asked her for
Oh.
2 smaller pieces for you, okay?
Thank you.
So when they rolled, the elders would.
Thank you. Oh, I forgot again.
Oh, I forgot too. Usually I'm really good at telling you that for you.
Look,
Is it a feather?
a feather.
A feather.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, goodness.
Fresh. Real fresh.
Well, goodness me. Yeah, you don't see that happen very often
That
when
was
you
the
purchase
real
chicken.
chicken.
Yeah.
I saw it in turkey bacon once.
Did you? Oh, goodness.
I've never been able to eat turkey bacon since.
Oh,
Is there anything
no.
else I can get for y'all?
No,
No, thank you.
Okay.
I'm fine, thank
Okay.
you.
Thank you.
Oh, that feather makes me sick.
We have chickens. We have 30. And we just got rid of 4 roosters, but gave them to different people that need a rooster, because you don't need more than
One.
one, and then coops. We have 3 coops. So one group of chickens need one. Each group needs a rooster.
Right.
So we only need 3. We don't need. We had incubated some of the eggs, and it worked out that we had about 30 babies in
Where do you live?
Hesperia, in California.
Oh, okay.
What
Yeah.
did you say the name was?
Hesperia.
I'm not thinking of it.
It's off the 15 freeway. If you keep going towards the Vegas, all the way down past Vegas, and then you'll hit an In and Out, and that's the one.
And what's the name of the town I know down there?
It's near San Bernardino.
Oh,
The Mormon rocks are right there.
This isn't white meat.
You're right.
That's no more white meat than fly the moon.
Well, I'm fine with it.
Well, I prefer white meat. But I never ate meat till I was 21 and I lived on a farm.
Oh, really?
We had chickens too.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't like wild egg chickens. I don't like the chickens that give you that went out in the yard.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like those eggs.
We've got 2 poops.
What's the difference between one chicken and another chicken that lays eggs?
What they eat.
Oh, and they're different breeds. We have Americanas, Rhode Island Reds. We
Oh, I know
have
what
the
Rhode
chicken
Island Reds
chickens, and they give different colored eggs. You can tell. Americanas give green eggs. Rhode Islands give red, and then like a reddish,
Brown.
red brown.
I know what those
And
are.
then the chickens, they're the white ones with the gobble. You think of a chicken when you think of the stereotypical chicken, and that's
My
the one that gives a
brother-in-law
white
was-
egg.
No, my son-in-law was vice president of Fazio Eggs.
Oh, really?
His
Wow.
name sold it.
Yeah. It's been really awesome to be able to give eggs, especially with the price of eggs going incredibly high. We've been able to give neighbors always eggs, and that's been very nice.
Juice.
We tried little pigs. Might continue with that, but
Do you try and sell your eggs to a company?
no. We just have been doing neighbor giving, and we just have our little giving each other
They could
things.
sell them just to neighbors and that. But you
Yeah.
can't sell them to a company because the company has their own eggs as a
Yeah.
company.
Yeah.
Oakdale Eggs has Oakdale Egg Farms,
Yeah.
and they have.
And you have, and it's hard for a small group, only 30 chickens to produce what a store needs.
Yeah.
That's too much.
You'd have to candle them and everything else.
It would be too much.
It'd be too much.
But you can give them to your neighbors and have that.
Like
Because
I
it's
did
similar
with-
like gardening and things. We have our gardens
Yeah, like-
too. Yeah.
My dad and my neighbor one year planted 50 tomato plants.
Mm.
50.
50.
You have tomatoes running out your ear.
Are you
Yeah.
kidding me?
Was he trying to run a little?
They were
Tomato
just trying
business?
To see, they were just trying to see,
Mm.
in essence, who could plant, the
But
most.
did they
The most
plant different
competition.
breeds so they knew what they were getting?
I have no idea. I was taking tomatoes to church, church office building,
Oh my.
the whole neighborhood
Mhm.
had fresh tomatoes, and it was like, okay. Anytime you want them, just come over and get them.
We're hoping that we have we have an acre of land. And so we have pomegranate tree that's only it's only not very old. And it's given its first pomegranate was last year. And so now it had 3 pomegranates. Eventually it'll be gushing with pomegranates, but it's starting. And we have blackberries, strawberries.
I hate picking strawberries.
You don't like them? Yeah.
Big as you have to get down.
Well, we have them in box gardens, so they're actually
Oh.
raised, and then how they
No.
grow over, it grows over, so
Yeah.
it's hanging, and then the bugs don't get them as easy
But
either.
I've done it at a farm. To raise
Oh, yeah.
strawberries for people.
For people.
And you're down on the ground. I was a teenager then.
Hmm.
And you get like 10 cents a pound for every strawberry.
Hmm.
Well, it was awful.
Yeah.
I'll have to tell you about. We had a garden, but it produced and had enough for us and that. But we get things left over. So I heard, Adele's heard this story. There was a cinder block wall behind the fence, and it had the little holes like the movie saw. And I heard this little voice, yoo-hoo, yoo-hoo. I looked around.
What?
Couldn't see a soul. And she says, to the cinder block wall. She lived in the house behind me. So we introduced ourselves and we talked back and forth. And I said, would you like my leftover? What if I get an abundance of squash or tomatoes? Would you like them? And she said, oh, I'd love that. So when I get the extra bunch, I put them up along the cinder block wall.
Yeah. Mhm.
And I didn't see him ever go or what, so I didn't see this little hand. It was funny. It was fun.
Yeah.
And then she told me that she worked for, I can't think of this company now, but she worked for a cosmetic company. And her bedroom was her office, like the room over my house. She lived in a big split level. She said, I'd love to watch you work in your yard. Come and join me. Oh, honey. She said, I always like to see what you're going to do next.
Well, I like seeing here, when we were here last night, there's the blueberries that grow right here against your wall.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We have apples there, too.
Oh, really?
Is it pears?
I don't
I'm
know.
looking at the one that's yellow, or is it?
They were apples.
Are they apples? I've only seen them from a distance.
Yeah, and I
Are they
think-
apples or pears?
I think we discovered they were apples. I wish we'd had white baby. I'm being
Yes.
picky today.
No.
You were wise to get the extra gravy.
You can have mine.
Oh, you don't need it? Oh. I'm just seeing that it's, you run out of it.
I didn't eat my chicken.
Oh, that's why then.
I lose the weight I gained when I moved in here. Hopefully.
Tell me how you're doing it.
Food here isn't feeding to me.
Yeah, I normally don't come down.
Oh, really?
You cook your own?
Slim fast.
I can't eat that.
You drink it.
I know, but then
Does it really work?
that's all you eat.
I've lost some. But I have something in it for dinner, so
Do you cook your own dinner? I didn't want to cook in my apartment.
it's known as Stouffer's Meals.
No. I've ate plenty of those.
So,
I didn't till after my husband died. And then I became a big fan of Stouffer's.
I'm a person that doesn't like leftovers.
I don't like to eat
Oh,
leftovers.
really?
Never had.
And so went to BYU. And the first year, you put in five, it was, I think there were 4 of us. And we put in $5. And that's, we got enough groceries for the week. So, some of them were casseroles. And I That's what it was like, coming out of my ears. And I don't like leftovers.
Remember the little grocery store that was on the corner, kitty corner from the old mission home was once right to the side of it. But it was kitty corner from the
Up
New
here or
Society
down there?
downtown.
Yes, I remember that.
Well, that's where we shopped. When I lived with my roommates who went to college. And we'd go and shop all together. And then we'd just split the bill. But you had to buy your own milk. Well, Julie was a big habit of taking a grape here, a nut here. And one day, the manager went to her. And he says, I'm going to weigh you in and weigh you out and charge you by the pounds that you gained. Oh, we were embarrassed to even be with her. And then she quit walking because she decided she had to do things for her missionary. And then she'd bring her friends home and eat all our food that she didn't pay for.
That wouldn't last long.
It didn't last long.
That would be
But when I went to business school, because I worked, I'd go to school from 8 to 12. 12 to 1 I'd have my lunch. 1 to 5 I went to work. And from 6 to 9 I went to school and then went home. So I ate a lot of grilled cheese, cottage cheese, and peaches. Because that was easy to fit. And Barbara Jean's mother provided our peaches.
My uncle lived on the Tuttle side, on farms and that, and so we got asked to come down and help pick cherries.
Pick them too.
I picked cherries.
And they were fried cherries.
We picked beans.
Needless to say, I don't like fried cherries. Or that appears on the top of it.
My mother-in-law had a Queen Anne cherry tree, and the cherries were white. And that's what a lot of maraschino cherries are made out of. I don't know how they get red. They get
It's an interesting thing, cherries. We had cherries when we first moved in. There were already cherries, and they have to cross-pollinate to have them actually harvest. And we had 3 of them, and then they just died. They just didn't survive. It was very strange. The birds would always get them as fast as possible, but then they just were dying. It was horrible. My family, my parents lived there, and one sibling. She's a baby. She's only 15, and so she's the youngest of 7, and I'm the oldest girl of 7. So it's fun.
Well, I was the oldest of 4, and I'm 10 and 8 years older than my sisters.
Yeah.
Because there's no babies in between.
Yeah, the baby in my family.
I was the oldest. But like I said, I had a sister 22 months under me. And then that was 8 years and 10.
Wow. Yep, I have a sister that's just below me, brother before, and then there's every about 2 years.
It's nice if you can plan your family that way. That's what Irene said. I just plan my children every 2 years. And I said, well, that's just great as long as you don't have to adopt or go through fertility. If you've ever been through fertility, that's a nightmare.
Can I take your plate?
Thank you. right through. Thank you.
Are you good to go too?
Yes. Thank you.
You're still going?
I'm still going.
So is Millie's Burgers in Salt Lake area or
Sugar House.
Sugar House? Okay.
On 21st South,
21st South.
and it's above 9. It could be tip-based.
I've never heard of it, except in the,
What are you talking about? Billy Burgers.
what was it about?
Yeah, I would say maybe about
Well, now McDonald's
down further, closer to 9.
over tonight.
Is it Millie? How do you spell it? Millie's.
Millie apostrophe S.
Oh,
Oh,
I think.
I'm not gonna put that in.
South 1000 East, Salt Lake City, Utah.
Oh,
It's
are you Googling too?
I am. But it's putting in a different thing, not apostrophe.
I'm not putting it in.
But
Give me
it's
the
looking.
address again.
So it says
Really
209. Is that
Does
what it looks like?
I found it.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
2092
2092,
South, 10th
yeah.
East. Right on
10th
10th East.
Same one.
Okay.
Okay. They didn't have the apostrophe.
No, it's Millies.
Yeah, but the apostrophe's on the sign. So they messed up on the Google. Because the apostrophe is on the
Place,
sign.
but my dad's favorite place.
Oh, really?
Well, there's photos. Look at that.
When we were another had passed away, so we were there was just me and him, and I was living at home, and so I used to bowl on Saturday nights. And so what we did is we went up to Sizzlers on 13th and have a meal, and then we'd go in different cars. He'd go back home, and then I went bowling. And so he loved Sizzler. And so when he died, I think the family went to dinner before the viewing, and so that's where we went. Or could be Chuckarama too.
I didn't like Chuckarama.
I've been to Chuckarama one time, and it was just before we went to, it was not yesterday, the day before yesterday, to go to Timpanogos Temple for family sealings. And it was so small, and I was not impressed.
Which one did you go to?
It was in Lehi. It was near the Timpanogos Temple. So that was what and I was not impressed. It was so small, and there were mirrors everywhere. I was not impressed. The food was not that good.
I don't like Chuckarama.
And
Sizzler is better.
yes, I agree. I said, where is the buffet? What buffet? I mean, it's a smaller, it's as big as that door to this pillar.
really?
That's how small, and it just was surrounded by mirrors. And I thought it was big. I'm walking and I'm getting to the end of the room. There's nothing here. They had fish that had nothing, no rice to put it on or anything to put it on. It was just, it was
Weird.
It was so weird. And they said, oh no, we have Spanish rice. I said, that's not what I want with fish. Like, there's nothing to put.
Golden Corral is not a bad place to go.
Golden Corral has a lot of
Golden
different
Corral.
selections.
Golden Corral.
Yeah, that's what I was surprised. Why are we going to this place? You're paying still for the amount of space and food is. Why are we? Every person. It wasn't just me. Every person. An uncle says, why don't they have this? Why does it? And then I hear other things. Well, this is not good. Well, that's not good when you're hearing other people talking about the same thing you're thinking about the issue. But Golden Corral I've not had a problem with them. They've got a huge selection of
Did I
food.
get anyone any cake or anything? It's prune cake. Nothing?
I'll have the fruit, the one with the oranges right there.
I'll have one too.
It
Thank
will
you.
not be soft.
It will not be so. Okay.
Oh, the oranges are delicious.
I
Can
got
bring
extra
you
ones.
anything?
What kind of cake?
Prune cake.
Thanks.
Nothing? Oh. Let me know if you change your mind.
This is a change. We didn't used to have oranges on the fruit.
You've had oranges on the fruit for the past couple of weeks. But they usually just give you one. Now, if you're lucky, the Crenshaw melon will be soft.
We'll see.
No, that's cantaloupe. and
Yeah,
that's
this is
hard.
cantaloupe and it's chewy. Let's see the honeydew.
Now I had one of them and that was soft.
That's soft, yeah.
But then the rest of my Crenshaws were hard. So.
You call them Crenshaws. I call them honeydew.
So maybe they're really good.
I don't know. That's the first I've heard that. I need to remember that. Oh, another name. That's an odd. Maybe I need to skewer it.
Feel bad that I'm being pointed the finger at. I'm going, oh, that's just kind of like,
He's over there with Monica. Just the,
She's alone. She's talking to the waitress.
she's not a happy camper.
My sister will tell me something else like, Karen, I was not that.
Gonna take her dish. He's in another world. He's talking. to
He's
her.
not even.
He's not.
He's not paying attention.
You waving at me, huh?
You can take this plate. Do it then.
We're gonna have fruit cake forever.
They didn't mention you'd have a fruit option.
It'll take the fruit, but it's usually so hot I can't chew it.
Out of season, and I just don't really.
Well,
I don't know
let
her.
it
It's
ripen.
given to me out.
I can't eat raw hard fruit. Today I followed Donna down the hall to church. When I could see this white, and then her skirt like this. So when I got in, I want to call it a chapel. But anyway, where we have our meeting, I went over to her and I said, "Honey, could you stand up just a minute?" And she stood up and says, "Your skirt's stuck in your garments." It slipped, so I pulled it down. She was so grateful, so nice. And then I sat Stan, you know who Stan is, the tall man that has the son. His shoes were tied, and I scared he was going to fall. Of course, I was out of the roof down the hall. So I went up to him and I said, "Tie your shoes." So we tied his shoes. You know, that Stan was walking with shoelaces.
You could trip on those very easily.
It
Yeah.
was, I didn't see him, but they were saying that one of the men was at least conducting or something, and his zipper was down.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Oh my.
Did you see it?
I did not.
Today?
No, I don't know when it was. They were saying, they were talking about it.
Well, I don't remember that.
I didn't see it.
If you went up to my husband and said, your zipper's down, he'd say, well, can't get up, can't get out.
Okay.
That's a good thing to say. I mean, he'd just say that. Well, can't get up, can't get out. And then he'd zip his pants.
That's quite the response. I've not heard that before.
I tell you, well, he was a cop, so they
Oh.
do lots of things.
That's true.
Got quite an education.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
A cop here. Salt Lake County Deputy Sheriff for 30 years.
Ben Jordan,
He was his friend, Ben himself.
my neighbor across the street.
He'd know my husband. Aaron.
Well, it's been interesting.
Well, it was more than interesting. My meal